proceed.
Thank you, sir.
So welcome to the mock interview, Jaya.
Thank you, sir.
So how are you?
Sir, I'm
All
fine.
well?
Thank you.
Good. Well prepared for the
Yes,
interview.
sir.
Good, very good. Belong to Haryana.
Yes, sir.
Good. And you have given Delhi as your home state,
Yes, sir.
but not opting.
Sir,
Not
actually,
opting.
there is a provision that if you.
Yeah, provision we are aware. But,
Yes, sir.
but why?
Sir, actually, when I was filling the cadre preferences, so there is guidance available, and I took the guidance from some senior officers, and they suggested that it is better to opt for a state rather than a union territory if you have option. So that's why I chose Haryana as my home cadre.
Okay, no problem. You have a choice there.
Yes, sir.
Debates, parliamentary debates,
Yes, sir.
you are interested in.
Yes, sir.
You watch actually parliamentary debates?
Sir, I watch it sometimes. Actually, sir, I'm more interested in debating. I have participated in debating competitions, and this is the prize, which was the parliamentary debate competition, and I won the first prize.
What are the immunities given to member of parliament when they debate, when they speak inside the parliament?
Yes, sir. So there is a provision that while speaking inside the parliament, uh, they whatever they say, they cannot be held accountable for that if they say it on behalf of the party they are speaking. Sir, I'm not able to recall the exact provision, but
There is something there,
yes, sir, there is
but you
something.
don't know what that something is. In
Sir, I'm not
concrete
able
terms.
to say it in
Okay,
concrete terms.
no problem. You read it,
Yes, sir.
no issue. Now, something happened in the parliament,
Yes, sir.
and actually, then certain members were suspended.
Yes, sir.
And then they came out and see they were out of those members was doing some mimicry
Yes, sir.
something and one MP was recording it and then it became a matter for debate. You must be aware of that.
Yes, sir.
So what is your take when it comes to privileges, freedom available to member of parliament?
Sir, privileges
Yeah.
like the parliamentary
Yeah,
privileges
yeah,
which
they
are
were suspended,
available.
whether it was right or wrong, or whether it was okay, what should have been done, and then subsequent mimicry and video recording,
Yes, sir.
and against the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha.
Yes, sir. So, sir, I believe that as the member of parliaments, they have the right to speak and freedom of expression, but they are also representatives of the people of India. So, in that regard, they should not go beyond the level of decency. They should maintain a decorum of the parliament.
Yes.
And
How you will define
yes.
that this is decorum?
Sir, if it comes to defining the decorum, there are certain basic etiquettes which are not acceptable, like throwing the tables and chairs, or using slogans, or doing.
Slogans are used actually everywhere in the world, in all the legislatures.
Yes, sir,
No exception.
they are used, sir, but sometimes it is used in a manner that disrupts the functioning of the parliament.
Yes, but those slogans are actually for the disruption of the proceedings.
Yes, sir, but sometimes it involves little nuances which should not happen, as which violate the decorum of the gathering.
So they
and
were
which do not.
suspended and it was a correct step.
Sir, I believe that discipline of the parliament, if it is violated,
Then
and
everybody will agree that
yes,
there should
sir.
be discipline in the parliament.
Yes, sir.
But what about suspensions?
Sir, sometimes strict action is necessary to ensure that a deterrence is created in
those
further actions in the
strict action
future.
was necessary.
Yes.
Then what about mimicry outside the parliament by
So,
a member
sir,
of parliament?
that is also not acceptable. Like the member of parliament, even if is outside the parliament, he has to respect the dignity of the post.
So they can't mimic no cartoon, when the media, no mimicry. So this
So,
art will vanish.
sir, sorry,
This
sorry,
art
sir.
will vanish actually. Mimicry. The
Yes, sir.
member of parliament says that it is actually art.
So, I'm not saying that the art should vanish, but there is a certain limit beyond which a
Limit.
person should not
Then the
go.
same argument will be applicable to cartoons also.
So, but there is a difference between a general artist who makes it versus a member of parliament, which is a dignified position.
So member of parliament can't do it.
So,
Individual can do. This is what you want to say.
sir, I do not want to say that a member of parliament cannot do it, but the degree and the limit at which a limit has to be placed,
Okay.
honoring the.
Okay, we leave it there. My
Yes.
last question. Haryana is known for what? How you will market Haryana state?
So, firstly, I would like to say that Haryana is famous for number one, its cultural heritage in the form of Kurukshetra, where the Lord Krishna preached the Bhagavad Gita. Secondly, so Haryana is known as an agricultural state, the state of farmers, and it is known for the purity of the purity of food in the terms of the milk and the ghee and the butter. So it is said in Haryana that doodh dahi ka khana, and the people are very warm and great-hearted. Thirdly, so Haryana is increasingly being known in as a crusader state in saving the girl child, and the women sports persons are becoming are coming as role models from Haryana.
You mentioned actually Gita
Yes, sir.
when you were expressing the Kurukshetra and Mahabharata. Do you remember any slok from Gita?
Yes, sir. I remember a slok. Should I recite it,
Yeah.
sir? Sir, यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानं धर्मस्य
Abhyuthanam
धर्मस्य
dharmasya or adharmasya?
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम अधर्मस्य. आई एम सॉरी सर,
उल्टा ही हो जाएगा पूरा.
उल्टा हो जाएगा. यस सर.
हाँ. अभ्युत्थानम
थानम अधर्मस्य. सर आई एम नॉट
तो
एबल
घर घर में लोग जानने लग गए थे. महाभारत जब चलता था बच्चे भी बोलने लग गए थे
यस सर.
पूरा श्लोक. क्या होता है उस समय जब ये हो जाता है
यस सर.
तब क्या करते हैं? मतलब व्हाट गॉड भगवान है कृष्ण क्या क्या बता रहे हैं? क्या होता है उसके बाद?
सर लॉर्ड कृष्णा सेज दैट.
नहीं, लास्ट में जो जो वर्ड्स है ना उनको मैं बता रहा हूँ.
ही इनकार्नेट्स
हाँ, तो
व्हेनेवर देयर इज.
क्या वर्ड है उसमें?
यस सर.
क्या है? संभवामि युगे युगे.
संभावना.
ओके, थैंक यू.
यस सर.
गुड.
Jaya, Haryana is a land of contradictions. On the one hand, the women have done so well in sports,
यस सर.
athletes, and they are also doing well in technology areas. They are getting ahead in education. On the other hand, it's also notorious for violence against women.
यस सर.
Why?
Sir, firstly, I would like to say that the women who have come out as role models, like the Babita Fogart, the Geeta Fogart, so there have been a role in their personal commitments also, and the family support that they have received, along with the promotion of the girls sports persons by the states. So their personal commitment and family support does have a role to play.
That has happened.
Yes,
Why
sir.
the contradiction?
So the contradiction exists because there is a patriarchal mindset still prevalent in the people of Haryana. So there is a son meta preference, and the preference of education towards girls is not preferred, and that is why they are not motivated towards taking up careers in the fields of higher education and the sports. So that is the reason I think this contradiction exists, more so in the rural areas, sir.
Okay. Is there a correlation between employment
Yes.
and the violence against women?
Yes, sir. There has been a correlation, as quoted by many data which have been into the public, that unfortunately unemployment has been a major issue in Haryana, and that is also correlated with the rise of crimes and violence against women in Haryana.
So what? How does one address that problem then? The problem of unemployment and the violence against women.
Yes, sir. Sir, the violence against women, the immediate short-term measures which can be taken are, sir, increasing the patrolling in the area, especially near the field areas where a lot of crimes take place. Secondly, sir, awareness needs to be generated towards the women helpline number, which the Haryana government has released. And sir, a more number of police stations have to
How
be.
do you address the issue of unemployment? Because if you do not address employment issue, the problem will remain.
Yes, sir. Sir, regarding the unemployment thing, I would say that Haryana has a big potential in channelizing the agriculture persons towards turning them into agri entrepreneurs. So sometimes because of the rural and the monsoon distress, a lot of people are feeling the seasonal and the disguised unemployment in agriculture. For that, sir, certain industries like for wheat, the flour industry, small industries can be brought up. So
All
that
right.
is one area. Second is like, sir, increasing the vocational training courses so that the skill set of the Haryana people is built up.
Okay. All right. Now coming to some of the foreign policy issues, have you heard of the developments in Gaza?
Yes, sir.
Anthony Blinken, who is he? Do you remember his name?
No, sir, I cannot.
You don't know who Anthony Blinken is. The US Secretary of State, do you know who it is? Do you know what steps, what initiative the US has been taking in terms of resolving the issue in Gaza? Have you been reading about it?
Sir, US has built a 10 member some initiative, 10-member nations initiative has come up to address the.
All right, forget it. You have not read about it. United Arab Emirates.
Yes.
Recently, the president of Emirates was in India for a visit. Do you know where, when, and how? Why? What was the occasion? Vibrant Gujarat.
Sir, I cannot recall
You cannot
about the
recall.
summit.
Okay. Only today. Have you read the newspapers today?
Sir, I've not read today's news.
Yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you remember there was an attack by US and UK on the Yemenis locations? Do you know anything about the Houthi problem?
Yes, sir.
Red Sea? Tell me.
Sir, Houthis are a group in the Yemen area, and in support of the Hamas, they are attacking the ships which are passing through the Red Sea. So
Okay.
they are not letting certain ships pass from that area, and that has created the problem of the
Okay.
oil.
Houthis had done something in response to which US and UK forces attacked Yemen. Have you read about it?
No, sir, I have not read
No.
about it.
All right. Thank you.
Jaya,
Yes, ma'am.
uh, your form says first position in the national parliamentary debate. What was the debate on?
Ma'am, it was on simultaneous elections.
So, what are your views on one nation, one election?
Ma'am, I have positive views regarding one nation and one election.
Why? 1, 2, 3 bullet points.
Ma'am, number one is that Indian polity is considered perennially in an election mode, with 5 to 7 legislative assemblies elections lined up every year, which leads to severe policy and governance deficit. And one nation, one election can address that issue. Secondly, Election Commission has also pointed out that there are administrative efficiencies lined up because of frequent elections. For example, the security forces or the government teachers or a lot of bureaucrats involved in the election preparations for months
Efficiencies or
each time.
inefficiencies?
Ma'am, inefficiency.
It affects
the
the working of
administrative
the other sectors.
of other
Yes.
departments.
All right. And third?
Thirdly, ma'am,
All right.
Ma'am, thirdly is the cost issue also that
Okay. What are your views on right to recall your elected representative from Parliament? You know, if they are disturbing the proceedings, if they are only sitting in the well of the House, not let the democratic process take place, then should we now have the right to recall?
Ma'am, our right to recall, in my opinion, is theoretically a good concept, wherein if the elected representatives are not doing their duty as per the required
Okay.
thing, but ma'am, it's difficult to implement, in my opinion, in a large democratic state like India right now with the given. Ma'am, the given voter percentage right now is voter turnout right now is 67% in the last Lok Sabha elections. So, in that regard, first of all, we need to build the voter awareness and voter awareness in India, that voter strengthening in India has to be done basically, so as to materialize the idea of right to recall.
No, I don't like it. I just, build an opinion about it and we campaign about it and we recall. Why should we give the elected representative immunity for 5 years?
Ma'am, it is immunity for 5 years is important for the policy continuity perspective.
But if they are not functioning, or they are also not letting the others function. Anyway, we'll move on. We were on discussing earlier about the sports persons from Haryana.
Yes.
You know, earlier it used to be kind of strength games, wrestling, boxing, but now they have also moved into the brain games. Which brain game is Haryana known for?
Ma'am, as far as I'm aware, I know of the physical games only. I cannot
All right.
recall any
All
brain
right.
game.
Read about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Chess. Anuradha Beniwal, have you heard the name?
Yes, ma'am, I've
Huh?
heard it. Anuradha
Cricket
Beniwal.
and hockey are also big attractions.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what do you think is the role of cups in Haryana? Positive role, negative role? Earlier, what was the basis of the cup? Have they deviated from their main role?
So, ma'am, firstly, speaking of the positive role, is that they are a group of, they're a clan basically, which came out of the local region to address the problems of disputes, etc., which are prevalent in the local region.
What kind of disputes?
Ma'am, disputes related to property or marriage or any fights
So
which
cups
happen.
are clans, you are saying.
Ma'am,
That's what you said.
Yes, ma'am. Originally, they are clan-based groups.
Okay.
Clan-based groups which have traditionally rose in regions like Haryana and some in Uttar Pradesh also, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan.
Okay.
And ma'am, in the present times, they have become infamous for their severe diktats, particularly curbing the right of women. So they have been
Yeah, go on.
very much vocal about curbing.
So if it is an intercaste marriage in which they are intervening, it is only curbing the right of the woman?
No, ma'am. It is curbing the right of both the individuals in
So
that case.
why would you then say right
But-
of women? Anyway, we'll move on. Mathematics is your subject.
Yes,
When is the National Mathematics Day?
Ma'am, it's on 22nd December.
Why?
It is the birth of Dr. Ramanujan.
And who are the famous mathematicians from India? Ancient mathematicians. And what are they known for? What have we given to the world in the field of mathematics?
Ma'am, the ancient mathematicians, number one is Aryabhatta. He is known for giving the zero to the world.
So what is zero?
Ma'am, zero is a number.
It's a number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And it is neither positive nor negative.
But it is a
It
number.
is a whole number.
It is a whole number.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Read on that. Okay. You talked of purity of food in Haryana. Yes? I'm talking of purity of race in Haryana. With a large percentage of female feticide in Haryana,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the purity of race now? Are you
Ma'am,
understanding my
I'm not
question?
understanding
No, you're
your
not.
question.
Where are they importing their brides from? Haryana,
Yes,
where are they importing their brides from? They said we are a martial race. The physical
Yes.
traits, you said, the kind of games they were playing. But
Yes.
what is now happening in Haryana?
Ma'am, there is now a phenomenon of missing brides in Haryana because of the low sex ratio. And that is
What is the national level and what is the level in Haryana? Percentage per thousand?
per thousand, ma'am. It is 879 as per the 2011 census.
879 or what? Male or female?
Females
And male?
per thousand males.
Okay, per thousand males. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So where are we importing the brides from?
Ma'am, I'm not aware.
You're not aware. Okay. Another field in which the Haryana girls have ventured are the beauty pageants.
Yes.
Yes? Can you name some of them who have done well at the world stage?
Ma'am, Sushmita Sen.
She's from Haryana?
Yes, ma'am.
She's from Haryana?
Ma'am, I've read that she's
Yeah.
from Haryana.
Not Chillar?
Manushi Chilla is
Yeah.
another from Haryana.
Sushmita Sen by her very name would not be from Haryana. Anyway, is it just a display of your physical attributes or it is more than, it has a purpose? What is a beauty pageant now?
Ma'am, the beauty pageant competition, it involves not only the display of the physical beauty, but it also includes certain questions related to, ma'am, the philosophical questions are asked from them. So I think,
Okay, thank you.
yes, ma'am.
Jaya,
Yes, sir.
good evening.
Good evening, sir.
You're doing very well. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
You'll need this now for the next 2-3 minutes. You can take this. Okay. So this morning I came here in a cab.
Yes, sir.
The number was 1729.
Okay, sir.
What is so special about this number?
So this number is Ramanujan's number.
Just
And it
Ramanujan
is
number.
the only number, sir.
Just
which-
Ramanujan number.
Sir, I don't understand what you mean.
It's not just Ramanujan number.
Sir, it is the only number which is...
Hardy Ramanujan number. That's what it is.
Okay, sir. I was not aware of that.
Okay, go on. It is a number
So it is the only number which can be written as a sum of two cubes.
which is
Which is, sir, 1 cube plus 12 cube.
very good. Is equal
And
to-
another is 1729. And another is 9 cube plus 10 cube.
Very good. Very good. Now I'll give you a series of numbers. You please write down.
Yes, sir.
16,
Yes, sir.
06. Next to each other, you please write. Okay, anyhow, you write them. Okay, you write them next to each other. Okay.
Okay, sir.
16, 06, 68, 88,
Yes, sir.
blank, 98. Fill in the blank. Time up. What's the answer?
Sir, I've not been able to.
Turn your notepad around. What is the number? You wrote them in one line or no?
Sir, I wrote them in a horizontal line.
Okay, horizontal line, how like this? So I
Horizontal
can't
line
see.
like this. Sir, horizontal line like
Okay, you wrote it in a horizontal line.
Yes.
Fine. Okay, no problem. So turn it around and tell me what the number is.
Sir, 87.
87.
Yes.
Very good. Good. Okay, let's move on now.
Yes.
There are 128 players who are playing tennis. In the first round, 64 matches will be played. Direct elimination.
Okay, sir.
In the next round, 32. You can write it down if you want.
So
Okay.
128 players.
128 players, first round, 64 matches. Second round, 32 matches. Ultimately, for the champion to be crowned, how many matches would have been played totally? If you know the formula, you don't have to calculate so much.
Sir, I'm forgetting the formula.
You're
actually.
forgetting the
There is
formula.
a
Okay, then
formula.
no problem. Yes. What is? You don't know the formula?
Sir, I've read about it, but I'm not able to.
Okay, no problem. It's a very simple formula. It's n minus 1.
So it's not just n minus 1.
It is n minus 1. What is, you give me any number. Any number you take this theory, make it n minus 1, you'll get the answer. Anyways, we'll move forward, okay? Now we are playing a tournament. Think and answer, you get it, very simple, okay? Next version of Women's World Cup.
Okay, sir.
Okay, there are 10 teams. Each team will play the other team once. After the end of round 1, how many matches would have been played?
So each team would play
The
the
other
other
team
teams only
once.
once.
At the end of the first round, how many matches would have been played? Do 10C2.
So 10C2.
What's the answer? You have the notepad also in front of you.
So 45.
Very good. Okay. Now, I am an odd number. Okay. Take away one letter and I become even. What number am I? Want me to repeat?
No, sir, I understand.
Okay.
Sir, 11?
I am an odd number.
Yes, sir.
Take away one letter and I become even.
No, sir, in that 2 letters have to be taken.
Okay. Anyways, last question.
Yes, sir.
What is Lagrange point, since you like this road?
So there are 5 Lagrangian points. They are points with respect to Sun and Earth's position in the space, and where the gravitational pull of Earth and Sun cancel out each other.
Very good. What is ISRO's headquarters called?
Sir, called.
Where is it?
Sir, it's in Bangalore.
What's it called?
Sir, I cannot.
No problem. Thank you.
Jaya,
Yes,
we
sir.
will call you after our internal discussion.
Okay, sir.
We will have a feedback session. You can wait in the waiting room.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So, Jaya,
Yes, sir.
tell us about performance in the mock, your own assessment.
Sir, it was not that good.
Not that good. On a scale of good, very good, outstanding, where you stand?
Sir, I don't think that it was even good. There are a lot of things I need to read. So,
But you have cleared the toughest exam, that is prelims,
yes, sir.
and then further actually the mains, and now you are just about to reach there. How it can be like below average, or how it can be below good?
Sir, actually, the reason for that is that I've not been following current affairs for a while because I was not well. So that's why I could not answer confidently a lot of questions. So it's that now I've started reading things, and that's why inside only that I was feeling that I'm not that good enough, prepared enough.
Slightly less confident.
Yes,
so to
sir.
say. When is the interview?
So the dates are not yet out.
So the time is on your side.
Yes, sir.
That is one positive thing. And how many mocks you have appeared?
So this is my first mock.
First. So the performance, I mean, considering it is first, is very good. This is what our assessment is also about, the very good performance. You are reading newspapers?
Sir, I've started reading it now.
Which newspaper?
Sir, The Hindu.
The Hindu.
And certain articles of the Indian Express.
Indian Express also. On daily basis?
Sir, yes.
Now-
Now on a daily basis.
So there is no, like, you see, relaxation there. You have to
Yes, sir.
religiously read newspapers,
Yes, sir.
because that will give you lot of knowledge,
Yes, sir.
information which you can use in your arguments.
Yes, sir.
Very key word.
And I think, sir, that is the reason of the lack of confidence because of some health issues, I could not keep in touch with the current affairs.
Just-
In fact, I
yeah,
could not read newspapers for a good
I just
number
give
of
you
days.
one example. Suppose you appear in the interview
Yes, sir.
without reading newspaper, and you appear in the interview after reading the newspaper. You can see the level of confidence
Yes, sir.
in you. Questions may or may not be asked
Yes,
about
sir.
that day's actually newspaper reports, but you will feel more confident,
More confident.
because you are prepared to answer
Yes, sir.
all those questions related to that day's newspaper.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is number one. Number two is you are deaf. your academics, your optional,
Yes, sir.
your home state,
Yes, sir.
your hobbies, everything you should cover.
Yes, sir.
Make questions
Yes, sir.
and write down answers of 1 page each in your own handwriting.
Yes, sir. I'm doing that
And
already.
every third, fourth day,
Hmm.
you should go through each and every item in the DAF.
Yes, sir.
Majority of the questions will emerge from here.
Mm-hmm.
Some sentences, some words in the DAF.
Yes,
And
sir.
be strong about Haryana.
Yes, sir.
Haryana is a state where you will find lot of contradictions.
Yes, sir.
If someone asks, you give the positive sides.
Yes, sir.
Don't give the negative sides.
Mm-hmm.
If they ask actually both ways,
Yes, sir.
then you give the details of this. But you have to be prepared to answer actually several questions on Haryana.
Yes, sir.
It's a good state. It has contributed immensely in
Yes,
the
sir.
development of the country in many fields,
Yes, sir.
including sports.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is number 2. Number 3 is that on current affairs, you seem to be slightly less confident because the content is not of that
Exactly.
quality.
Sir. Yes, sir.
And you know it actually. When you will see the recording, you will understand
Yes, sir.
where you are lacking.
Yes, sir.
And that's why what kind of words you use. You see the Houthis who are attacking, they are attacking certain types of ships. If you
Yes,
have
sir.
knowledge, you will specifically say,
The commercial ships.
no, not only commercial, ships relating to which country.
Yes,
See,
sir.
see, the target is not everyone. The targets are specific.
Mm-hmm.
So just be sure about that. About the beauty pageant, you answer that in addition to physical beauty and all these things, they ask philosophical questions also to assess that. But those questions are related to personality
Yes, sir.
of the candidate. And when you talk about personality, it covers everything,
Yes, sir.
all kind of questions. Like your interview is about the personality.
Personality.
So use actually words, keywords, and words actually which are very
Positive.
appropriate to express the answer.
Yes, sir.
But overall, you are good. You will be wearing sari
Yes, sir.
or suit, whatever
No, sir,
is
sari.
whatever
Sir,
you are
actually,
comfortable
it is
in.
cold, so I didn't wear a sari today.
Good. Time is on your side.
Yes, sir.
You can take few mocks. Never allow any negatives to come to your mind.
Yes, sir.
What happens in some of the mocks, actually, some member might actually give a comment, something actually which may remain in your mind. So never actually concentrate, never keep in your mind the negative inputs.
Yes, sir.
Always concentrate on positive inputs given about you. If you have any doubt, questions, you can ask any of the panel member.
There is just one thing I would like to point out to you.
Yes, sir.
You agreed with me immediately when I talked about violence against women in Haryana.
Yes, sir.
But if you compare the statistics, Haryana is way down. The top is actually UP, Maharashtra, and then Rajasthan.
Yes,
So don't let anyone run down your state
sir. Okay, sir.
like this unless there is evidence.
Yes.
So you need to be very sure about your state.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Can I add something, sir?
Yes,
2 things. One, if you couldn't read the papers, nobody should stop you from listening podcasts. Yes?
Okay, ma'am.
So optimum utilization of your time.
Yes, ma'am.
2, because of paucity of time, what I could not ask you was, you were defending mimicry. You know, what they have done, the action they have taken against the MPs is right. Now, have you ever been to a panchayat in Haryana?
No,
No.
ma'am. No.
Have you ever interacted with the local people of Haryana? You are a local or you are...
Ma'am, I'm a local.
You are. So
Yes,
have
ma'am.
you interacted with the local people of Haryana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is Thatta? This is Thet Haryana. They thrive on jokes. They thrive on pulling each other's legs.
Yes,
What do
ma'am.
they sit and do in Panchayat? Gudgurao hokka and have
Yes.
fun. So, I don't say that official stand is this, so you criticize that. You say that this is what the official stand is, and perhaps it is a violation of this is so could be the right. But we have many precedents when people have jumped into the well of the house. Warning, maximum. That is a form of protest. That is a democratic right. And in my state, in Haryana, this is how people live in the, when there were no TVs and no radios and nothing else. This is how humor plays a very important role.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
give a very balanced view
Give
on
both
that.
the sides. Give both the sides. What happened actually when I asked the question about mimicry and I compared it with cartoons, you found it very difficult
I
to
found it difficult.
justify.
Yes.
So don't take such a firm stand.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You should take a actually view which is very, very balanced.
Yes.
Give both the sides so that you can navigate
Hmm.
between one viewpoint to the other viewpoint. Never take a rigid stand.
Okay, sir.
Any question you want to ask?
Jaya,
Yes.
MSc Mathematics,
Yes.
Mathematics optional, no hiccups when it comes to mathematics. You have to be thorough,
Okay, sir.
okay?
Hmm.
All aspects of mathematics.
Yes, sir.
You will do well. You're good.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
So, just one thing that, sir, recently I've got selected into the State Civil Services for the post of Deputy Superintendent of Police. So, it's not mentioned in my DAV. So, should I tell it in the interview board?
If they ask you,
Okay.
if they ask you, tell them.
So, someone suggested that I should tell it in the introduction itself.
Not necessary. But if you, the gap was submitted before you got selected, isn't it so?
Sir, yes, sir.
नहीं,
It-
एक मिनट,
You have to be
गोयल
very
साहब,
clear. If you submitted it before, then it is okay. If you have, purposely not given
No,
it,
ma'am.
then you'll have to guard.
Look, Jaya, I will suggest you the best policy is that prepare on police, Haryana police.
Yes, sir, that
Otherwise,
I
also
will
on
prepare.
IPS and police reforms and criticism
Yes,
of
sir.
police, efficiency of police. Otherwise, also you will be preparing.
Yes,
so there is
sir.
no harm.
No, sir,
If you
I'm
mention that.
preparing it
It will
anyways.
not do any harm.
I'm
the
just-
only thing is that you should be very strong about police station. What will be your role as DYSP? What are the functions of DYSP? So you should be prepared for that.
Yes.
What will happen that you will not have any burden in your mind that you are hiding something, and all the time you will be cautious that somebody may not ask the question where I have to reveal. And at that moment, when you reveal it halfway, then it may go slightly against you.
No, but I think your question introduced when you introduce
Exactly,
yourself.
sir.
At that stage, no harm in saying that you got recently selected, but you had submitted your draft before that.
Yes,
Therefore, it
sir.
is not mentioned there.
Yes.
Be honest, that's all.
If you are honest, it will give you a level of confidence where you will be very, very mentally very at peace.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you will keep thinking that some member may not ask some question where I am forced to reveal my, this sort of assignment. So just be honest. Tell it will not go against you. It never goes against the candidate.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So all the best.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Don't do too many mocks. Don't get under
Do take few mocks.
Just few.
Now few actually depends on you. I mean, it is up to you.
But read more, prepare more. That's more very important.
Yes.
And right
Sushmita
actually.
Sen is a Bengali. She was not born or a citizen of
I
our-
think I'm
No,
confusing it
please
with some other.
check on that.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
if you
Actually,
don't
maybe-
know,
maybe-
say I'm sorry. Don't give wrong information.
Ma'am, I think I'm confusing it with, there is some old Miss Universe or Miss World who's from
Old.
Haryana. Like, ma'am, many years ago.
Just read the
So-
names.
Or maybe
just read the names.
See, maybe having some contact, some relation with Haryana, some relative. I mean, we don't know.
Manushi Chillar, her naam Sandhu, Nicole Fana, Diana Hayden, Rita Faira, Yukta Mukhi,
No, Yutamukhi is not from here.
no,
No, she's not from
Aishwarya,
Haryana.
Sushmita Sen, no. No.
Anyway,
Just
both of
read
you.
on that.
I'll read
It's
it.
a question of fact.
So, anything regarding the speaking or anything?
It's good.
It's fine.
Your
Communication
articulation is
fine.
good. It's good. You are confident actually while you speak. But more knowledge will
It adds to
become
confidence.
more strong,
Yes, sir.
and you will feel more confident.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
All the
Thank
From
you.
our side, actually, you are selected.
All the
But
best.
hard, work hard.
Yes, sir.
Don't let us down. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
All
And
right.
don't
Thank
let
you.
Haryana down.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sorry, ma'am.
Don't
I
let
said don't let
Haryana
Haryana
down.
down.
Okay, okay. Yes, ma'am.
All the
sure.
best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.